Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the PM Silver Bullet on July 24th. Now what I have here is the 12 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I just highlighted that area in gray, made lines for the high and the low. You can do those with the trend lines if you'd like and extend them out. And what ICT says in an earlier video is that when a high is taken out, he is looking to see if there's market structure that confirms the direction to take out the other side, right? So there could be a reversal to come out over here. That's kind of what he's looking for. Does it always happen? No, it doesn't. I want to be clear. Just because this was taken out up here does not mean this low is automatically going to be broken, okay? No one said that. ICT never said that either. All he said was he is looking for price action to reverse and come down, and that's what he's targeting, okay? So I just want to make sure that everyone's clear on that, because I got a couple questions about people asking that about it has to take out the other side. No, it doesn't have to, but that's what we're targeting, okay? You got to have a target to aim for. That's what we're aiming for at this point. So right now I'm looking at a reversal, okay? So right now we already know that buy-side liquidity has been taken. That's the lunchtime highs. So now we're looking for a reversal. Wow, look at that long wick. All right. Okay, so if this was going to be the high, right, the next thing we'd be looking for is a rejection block, which would be right there. Okay, so I'm going to mark that as a rejection block. Now, if price trades the next two candles and blows right through it, then obviously that's not going to be a rejection block, right? Like you could see over here, you would say, hey, is that a rejection block? Yeah, it could be. It's not being respected, so, you know, they just blew right through it. So it could very well be a respected rejection block, but we don't know that yet. Right now I'm just marking it as such so we can just kind of see how it goes. It's still being respected there. Okay, so that right there, I would call institutional order flow entry drill. Right there, just want little wicks into it. Okay. So it does leave a little fair value gap right here. Let's just see how price respects that. Or violates it. Okay, it's up to the top and respects it there. Would I enter there? No, I'm still kind of looking for this to be taken out. At least come down to it, take it out, preferred. It is going to, if the price already is in the middle of this fair value gap right here, and then I have this volume imbalance. So if it breaks through these, I don't necessarily have to have this market structure shift. That'd be the 2022 model. We don't always have to trade that model. I know I tend to look for it all the time, but we don't have to have that. So right now I see a fair value gap here. I'm not marketing on the chart, and then there's a volume imbalance. I want to see if we can get through those. And if we're still respecting this, then I'm going to look for the next PD array, bearish PD array, and probably take the trade. So that's what we're looking for. It didn't close. We're still respecting that volume imbalance, but we didn't close above it. So okay, still respecting that fair value gap. Okay, close on top of the volume imbalance right here. Okay, just showing you. You're watching this. This is how you're watching it in live price action too. You're just looking at it now. It's on the bottom of it. Filled it in. Okay. All right, so we've institutional order flow entry drilled into the rejection block, so we respected that. We were respecting this fair value gap, and we closed in this volume imbalance and this fair value gap. So here we're trading into that volume imbalance. So you could enter, if you wanted to, just using structure versus anything else, you could enter when price broke this volume imbalance. Let's mark this as a volume imbalance. Basically what happens here, let me just extend this out. Price traded was respecting it. Once it breaks through it, now we're looking for this to be an inversion volume imbalance. So when it came up and came into it, we could have gotten in a trade to go short. Would I have taken that trade? No. I'm just showing you that that's possible using entries. It's an advanced entry, mind you, but it is still an option. All right, so let's see how we keep going here. Got an order block right there because it left a fair value gap right there. So there you go. So if it comes into this, I'd take a trade. It's got to come up in there. And you also have this inversion volume imbalance. So we'll see how it happens here. Respects the fair value gap. All right, there I would be selling right there. It's respecting that. Let's see how it goes right there. You also could take the order block and say it's this entire candle right there, so we can use that. Either way, you've got all of these PD rays holding here, so I'm expecting price not to close above this, any of this. It could potentially wick above, but like it comes up here, wicks above, that's fine. But I don't want it to close above that. So I took 2 there. I'll take a partial is next. Let's see. Sell short. Where would I be aiming for? Obviously the low here. That's what we're aiming for. So we have 2.25. We're going to go above this fair value gap to give us more PD rays that price has to struggle through. So there you go. I'll take a partial when it comes beyond this one right here. Let's mark that on the chart here. I'll take a partial there. Okay, so let's see what happens. Expecting the PD rays. See, it can wick through, that's fine, but where's it close? At the bottom of the order block. And now we're through. Okay, that's good. I'm going to close so I can take it on. All right. Close below that, so I'm going to buy 1 contract to close it out. Okay. Oh, there you go. Flatten that out. Okay. Obviously, sell side draw was the other end of the spectrum. Got out there. See how the rest of the hour plays out. Comes back up. And there you go. Alright, so let's see. Take this off here. See, we have the lunch session. Price came up, traded above, took out the high, the lunch hour, created a high with a rejection block. Got institutional order flow entry drill right there. It left the fair value gap. Price was respecting it, telling us that we are bearish. Okay, we don't actually get a market structure shift until here, but because of structure, institutional order flow entry drill, fair value gaps being respected, order blocks, inversion, volume imbalances being respected and traded to it, is just screaming we're bearish. That's a reason to go short, and we're also looking for this. So we have multiple PD rays in our favor to help push price down. So I felt good taking a trade. We took a trade here when it came into the order block, and then we put our stop loss above the fair value gap, and we took our partials when it took out about 60% of our trade, and then we aimed for the other end, and it took us out when it reached our TP target. So that's your PM Silver Bullet on Monday, July 24th.